Hey, it's Big Lou Barbecue, and other things I want to do. And sun has just set. It's getting dark here. I've got a Coleman lantern going right here to kind of help light things up. And I'm cooking pizza, pulled pork pizza on the Kettle pizza. This is the second time I've used the Kettle pizza on video, and the third time I've used it all together. I've used it one other time for Walmart take and bake pizzas. And this was the first time I've ever made pizza dough, and I didn't make it from scratch. I used it from a mix, but boy, rolling it out, that was kind of interesting. I've never done that before. You're going to see that here in just a few minutes if you pay attention. Now look, the other day I saw a pulled pork pizza video by Hagar, that's Jason over at Stone Mountain Barbecue, and he said he came home, he was tired, and he needed something to do, and he made pulled pork pizza. Now, I've made tacos with pulled pork. I've made omelets with pulled pork. I love pulled pork omelets. Next morning, oh, love that. I've made all sorts of things with pulled pork, all right? But I've never made pulled pork pizza before, so I was thinking about trying it, and he had one. And then the next morning, Armadillo Pepper out of Florida, he had a pulled pork pizza video. He did his on his Kamado Joe. Stone Mountain did theirs on the the Charbroil Kettleman. And I'm doing mine on the Weber with the Kettle pizza contraption. So I'm having fun doing it, but it did get dark on me. So I'm out here with one of the first Coleman lanterns I ever restored. It's not very fancy or very expensive. It's a 1979 220J. It's kind of my workhorse lantern around here. Whenever I need a lantern just to take trash out or something like that, I use that one. And it was fueled up, so that's the one we're using. All right, let's go inside and I'll show you why I got a new appreciation for those pizza dough artists that toss the pizza around, because it wasn't working very well for me. Hope you enjoy watching it. Laugh at me if you want to. It's part of why I'm doing this. Having fun learning. First time I've ever fooled with pizza dough, y'all. All right, go inside. Let's watch it. Okay, well, to make this dough, last time I did the pizza, I used a pre-made dough. And though most of the comments were very kind, a lot of people encouraged me that I should make a dough from scratch. And I'm still not a big pizza guy, so I'm not ready to do one from scratch. But what I did pick up was the Chef Boyardee Pizza Maker Cheese Kit. Easy family fun. All right, well, let's see what's in here. One package of dough mix, another package of dough mix, a package of Parmesan cheese, and a package of pizza sauce. You gotta buy the cheese extra, okay? It's all right, so you gotta buy the regular cheese extra. So we bought sharp cheddar. We're not gonna use the pizza sauce because we're using barbecue sauce because this is a pulled pork pizza, all right? I probably won't use the Parmesan. I'll save that for spaghetti or a real pizza or something later. So all I'm gonna use is the two dough patches. And it says to stir in 1 to 3 cups of very warm water. So I have that right here. Now, I wasn't sure the tap water was very warm enough, so I radioactivated this water in the microwave, and now it's very warm water. All right, and so I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up, and it says you shape it into dough balls and all that stuff. So let's see how this works right here. By the way, I covered the counter with parchment paper so that I can put out the ball of dough, and that doesn't open very well. Let me get this dumped in here and we'll be right back. Big Lou Bar. Okay, so I dumped them in here. One of the packages, that package you saw a minute ago that didn't open very well, was hard to open and flour went everywhere. The next package, I used my handy dandy package opener from Bradford, Pennsylvania. You know what I'm talking about? And it opened a lot smoother and a lot neater. So should have done the first one that way. So just gonna make up this dough ball and get it mixed in. I believe I added all the water in, but it looks a little dry to me, but maybe that's because I'm used to making drop biscuits nowadays. But I'll mix it up, and then it says to let it sit for 5 minutes and then spread it out into a pizza pan. So that's what we'll do. Okay, the dough's been sitting here for about 5 minutes. It said you could go 20 minutes with it, but it's getting dark. I don't have time to let it go any more than 20 minutes. I took that dough ball, I sprayed it with some oil. It said to drizzle oil, cooking oil over it. I just sprayed it with oil in a can. Maybe that'll work. And it gave me, while I did that, it gave me time to go out and light the coals for the whiz bang gizmo contraption thing that we're going to be cooking this pizza in. All right. Got this with that whiz bang gizmo contraption that I'm going to be cooking the pizza in. It came with a pizza pan and a pizza stone. I'm going to divide this in half. Oh, that's still warm. That feels, and put it in here like that and pat it out. I don't think I'm going to be tossing it in the air or any of that stuff they do on the movies and the shows and stuff and in the commercials. I'm just going to pat this out to kind of make it round using this pizza pan. And I think I just about got it. I don't know if that was off camera, but look at that. All right, now get round. All right, there's one. And I'm gonna just flip it on over. Oh, it fell apart. It fell apart, look at that. Get out here like you're supposed to be. Come on, I'll give this one to my son because it's not pretty and round anymore. All right, we'll see how that looks. That's not very, I'm not doing a very good job of this. I'm not a pizza guy. I told you that from the beginning. I'm trying it. All right, let's see what we can do with this one. It goes round in the pan. All right, see what we can do with this one. All right, we'll cut right here and I'll be back once both of these crusts are spread out. Okay, making these round is not as easy as it looks. This stuff is more fun than silly putty, but I'm gonna learn to throw it up in the air like that. You can't see that on camera, but let me switch this around and see what we can do. Okay, well that's as round as they're gonna get. My son said he liked thin crust. This will be his here, and that'll be mine there. I'm gonna go ahead and put his on a pizza peel and throw mine in the pan. Well, you learn something new every day. 46 years old, and I've got a new appreciation of why those guys throw that pizza dough up in there. This is my first time I've ever messed with real pizza dough before. Like I said, I'm not a big pizza guy. Usually just get it in the restaurants and stuff. Anyway, this is gonna be my son's. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna brush it with olive oil. I don't know if I need to do that, but that's what they do on the TV. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna brush it with some olive oil. All right. Now, brush the sides with olive oil. Maybe that'll keep it from burning or scorching or something. All right, now, we're gonna take, my son likes Sweet Baby Ray's. I prefer Cattleman Smoky or Bullseye or something with a little bit more kick to it. Sweet Baby Ray's is about like pancake syrup in my opinion. I'm probably gonna add some hot sauce to mine. Actually gonna see what I might do to kick in mine. Let's get a good bit of sauce on here. And we'll smear that all around too. So instead of using the pizza sauce, we're using barbecue sauce because this is pulled pork pizza. All right. Got a little close to the edge there. That may burn. Oh well, this one's for my son. All right, now, I'm gonna sprinkle on a little bit of cheese. This is cheddar cheese that I grated up myself. I've got a handy dandy little kitchen gadget called a cheese grater. Runs on green energy. You don't have to plug it in. You don't have to charge it up. You don't have to put batteries in it. You don't have to stick it in the sun and let the solar cells heat up. No, it runs on pure green energy. You don't have to fill the gas can or nothing. It runs on energy called elbow grease. All right, you know one of those cheese graters? Looks like this right here. Yeah, green energy cheese grater. All right, now, the important step is this pulled pork. We're doing a pulled pork pizza. We need to get pulled pork on here. All right. Oh, that one didn't pull too well. We're not gonna put that on the pizza. I'll just have to chew that. Get some of this pulled pork. There we go. That looks a whole lot better. This may have been some of the best pulled pork I've ever made. I made it in my ugly drum smoker the other day. And it was absolutely wonderful. All right, now we're gonna add more cheese to this pulled pork pizza. Add more cheese to this pulled pork pizza. All right. Yeah, get in there. Get all dangled up there. Now my son said he did want a few onions. So we're gonna throw some onions on here. These are just chopped yellow onions. All right, nothing fancy, nothing red or anything. All right, just chopped yellow onions. And we're gonna put this on there. I'm just gonna use my fingers too. This is fried corn. We had fried corn the other night. We want to use up leftover fried corn. Now, if you don't know what fried corn is, all you fry up about 5 or 6 pieces of bacon. You chop the corn off of about, maybe 10 cobs or so. You throw those corn kernels in there in that bacon grease. You take the bacon out, throw the corn kernels in that bacon grease, and when the corn kernels get all nice and soft, crumble up that bacon, throw it back in there on it. See, there's a piece of the bacon right there from that fried corn. And there is my son's. That's all he wants on his. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and decorate mine up, and when I get to this step, I'll show you what I'm gonna add to mine. Okay, this is my pizza, and I've decorated the same way you just saw me decorate Eli's, my son's, with the pulled pork, the barbecue sauce, the pulled pork, the cheddar cheese, the onions, and the fried corn. And I gotta tell you, I figured out in doing this one why old Hagar, Jason, over at Stone Mountain Barbecue is such a brilliant man, because he warmed his pulled pork up before he made his pizza. I had forgotten to do that step. That's why it was kind of not pulling apart well when I took it out of the bag that had been in the refrigerator. Remember, we just using leftovers for most of this. All right, so I got the onions on there. Now, this is what I want on mine that my 10-year-old don't want his. This is a Roma tomato, fresh out of my garden, that I just chopped up. So I'm gonna put some Roma tomato on it, because, you know, pizza needs to have some sort of tomato, even if it is barbecue pizza. All right? This, you may be hearing my dog Waldo trying to get in. He thinks it's time for him to come in. So he's scratching at the door. I'm gonna have to go let him in here in a minute. All right, so put some green onions on there. Now watch this. Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. You know what that is? That's habanero. Remind me not to touch my eyes. That's pickled habanero. Somebody gave me some pickled habaneros the other day, and I'm putting that on my pizza, y'all. Woo! It's gonna be good. Big Lou Barbecue. Let's get these on that contraption out there that they call a pizza cooker. Okay, Kettle Pizza suggests that you bank the coals around here. Now I am using mostly Royal Oak and a little bit of Kingsford that was left in the bag. So you may see some briquettes with a K in it, and you may see some with the ridge in it, all right? But it says bank them around in like a C and put some in the middle here to go over the stone. Then we set this Kettle Pizza contraption on there just like that. The Weber grill grate goes here. Then we grab the pizza stone. Pizza stone goes right there, like that. And then we set the top on it. Now it said when you wash the pizza stone not to use soap. It said it would stain up. So I guess I've only used it twice, and I think I used it once in the oven too. So it's only been used 3 times, and it's already stained like that. I guess it's supposed to be developing what some people would call a patina. All right, and there it is. Kettle Pizza contraption. Sorry it's night, y'all. But we had a lot going on. We didn't get back to about 7 in the evening, and so we're trying to make some pulled pork pizzas right there in the Kettle Pizza. And this is the shot we're going to use for the rest of the video. Big Lou Barbecue. Okay, and you can kind of see the flames in there as this Kettle Pizza contraption turns the Weber into a pizza oven. And I'm just going to kind of see what I can do to slide this. Glad I didn't try to make it round. It ain't going to stay round now. Onto that pizza stone. And I want to get it all onto that stone. Remind me to buy store-bought pre-made crust next time I try to do something foolhardy like this. I can't even mix up pre-made pizza dough. All right, well that one's in there. Should take about 4 or 5 minutes, and we'll pull it out. Big Lou Barbecue. I actually lowered the tripod down a little bit. You can kind of see in that pizza oven thing, that pizza's getting cooked. Now what I'm supposed to do at this point is turn it. So I'm going to turn it for a few minutes with this pizza paddle. Hopefully that'll work out well. I still have cornmeal on the pizza paddle. See how bad this is sticking to the... I don't know if I'm gonna get it turned. I'm gonna have to try something else. Well, this has turned out to be a disaster. Jason over at Stone Mountain Barbecue said he had worked at a pizza joint before. I've never worked at a pizza joint. I didn't know what I was doing. What happened when I tried to put that pizza in earlier, some of that sauce leaked out, stuck onto that pizza stone. The pizza kind of jammed up into looking like a football or oval shape. I did go ahead and turn it, but I had to take the top off of this thing to do it. That's not exactly the way this is supposed to work, and it looks like I'm gonna have to do some scraping on that pizza stone before I put my pizza on it in a few minutes. Oh well, if my son's hungry, he'll eat it. Big Lou Barbecue. While we watch this pizza cook for a few minutes, let me tell you, I've used this kettle pizza for all sorts of things other than pizza. I've only used, I've used the pizza stone once in the oven and then twice on the grill. You saw the first time I used it, or you can, that video will be down in the description box. And then I used the pizza stone in the oven, and then I used the kettle pizza with the Weber kettle for Walmart take and bake pizzas. They came out pretty darn good too. You'll probably never see me fool with pizza dough again. But I want to tell you, I use this kettle pizza a lot with a basket. One of those baskets. I cook fish in it, I've cooked sausage in it, I've cooked burgers in it, I've cooked all sorts of things with this kettle pizza. I just set the coals up normally like I would for a regular direct kettle cook, and then just shove stuff in there with the basket. So I love the device, I just haven't used it much for pizza, and I'm messing Eli's up pretty bad. Okay, now let's attempt to put my pizza in there. I got his off, and then I opened the lid, and I took my spatula and I scraped and scraped and scraped on that stone. However, I'm kind of worried about what's going on in there, because just before I turned the video on, I heard something sound like somebody threw a black cat firecracker in there. Went pop. I sure hope my pizza stone hasn't cracked. I don't know, but we're about to put this one with the habaneros on there. It's gonna taste like, don't get it on the lid, Louis, Big Lou, come on. Think it's stuck too. It's making a royal mess. Get over here. That is not the way that's supposed to work. I love the kettle pizza thing, but I'm not very good with this new pizza dough stuff. I'm gonna use a pre-made dough from now on. Big Lou Barbecue. That's not the way that was supposed to happen. This was a fail. Hey, I just took the pizza paddle and I spun my around just like they do on the kettle pizza videos. It worked just perfectly. That's the best I've done all night, but I didn't record it because I was sure it was going to be a disaster too. What a day this has been. One of those days, but hey, I'm having fun. Anytime the grill's lit, you're having fun, right? Big Lou Barbecue. My pizza should be done in just a few minutes. Okay, I think mine's about done now, and as you can see, it's not burning quite as hot as it was earlier for that first pizza. And my temperature has dropped from about 650, almost 700, down to about 450. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this pizza off of here. And I'm just gonna take it off like this, since the temperature's down so much anyway. That's what it looks like. Got a hole in it, looks like a dang pizza donut. Big Lou Barbecue. Okay, well that's my son's. It kind of came out looking like a football because the pizza sauce spilled right here, stuck on the pan when I was trying to push the thing in, and so it wound up making it oval shaped. All right, and this is mine, and a hole tore in the middle, and looks like a pizza donut. Anyway, it didn't char around the outside as well. I think it was already getting cool. The pizza kettle doesn't stay as hot as it needed to. Anyway, we're gonna taste it, and even though it's ugly, it's not a total fail if it tastes good. It's been a long day and we're hungry. Eli, tell us what the pizza tastes like. Be honest.
It's really good.
It's really good?
Yes, sir.
Well, if it's really good, then it can't be too bad of a fail. Thank you. Okay, well, about the best pizza wedge I could cut. Eli said it was delicious, said the dough was delicious, and that made it all worth it right there. When your son says it's good and he doesn't care about how it looks, that makes it worth it. It was a frustrating day and we got home late, cooking after dark, all those things, and trying to get this pizza dough done. I never fooled with real pizza dough before, ever. And you could tell my inexperience and novice at it.
But let's try this and see how good it tastes. Oh, yeah. And I got a little piece of that habanero too. Habanero, by the way, means from Havana. That pizza dough is really good. I might have to try this again. But I'm gonna have to practice with that pizza dough before you ever see it on camera again, because that stuff just kept growing and growing and growing. I didn't know what to do. All right, Big Blue Barbecue. Barbecued pulled pork pizza. Buen provecho, bon appetit, and all that good stuff. Adios.